Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome into another edition of Talking Fitchburg. I am Andrew Bamlett. It is Monday, October 14th. Hopefully, you all had a good weekend. You stayed warm, you stayed dry. Well, at least you tried to do both of those things. Unfortunately, it was a little cold. Still is a little chilly. But the weather looks like it's going to kind of get a little more decent as we go here through the week. So we'll talk about that today. I am filling in for Jeremy. He is out today on another assignment, so you're stuck with me today. You're welcome. And I'm even sitting where I do FM and PM just because it's easier for me to do this way to tape everything. So we're going to get into it. We're going to go over here in headlines some of the weekend events that happened, starting with Hispanic Heritage Luncheon that took place on Friday, and then also the Fitchburg Fire Open House that happened on Saturday. We'll have both of those in the headlines. And we're going to jump over to, of course, it's Monday, so we have the Verona Road construction project for you in the digest. And then in the guest segment, we will have, we'll go back to last Friday. We were also at the Phoenix groundbreaking, so we have a Phoenix corporation here in Fitchburg with a groundbreaking and a ribbon cutting of their new nuclear imaging facility over there. So we'll take you to that as well. And then at the end, we'll tell you, of course, what's coming up on the Com and Gov channel coming up tonight. But first, we're going to start with the Hispanic Heritage Luncheon. We'll have this full video up later once we get it edited. But I just wanted to give the proclamation of basically what this whole luncheon is all about. Here you go.
So this is our proclamation recognizing September 15th through October 15th, 2019 as Hispanic Heritage Month.
Reconocimiento del mes de la herencia hispana desde el 15 de septiembre hasta el 15 de octubre del 2019.
Whereas each year, the United States recognizes National Hispanic Heritage Month from September 15th through October 15th to celebrate the history, traditions, and economic and cultural and social contributions that Hispanic citizens have brought to our nation.
Cada año, los Estados Unidos de América reconoce el mes de la herencia hispana desde el 15 de septiembre hasta el 15 de octubre para celebrar la historia, tradiciones y la contribución económica, social y cultural que la comunidad y ciudadanos hispanos han aportado y aportan a nuestra nación. Y
whereas Latinos serve in government at every level, from school boards to the State House, from City Council and mayoral offices to Congress.
además, los latinos participan políticamente en el gobierno en todos los niveles, desde las juntas escolares hasta la gobernación, desde los ayuntamientos y alcaldías hasta el Congreso. Y
whereas this month represents the anniversary of independence for Chile, Costa Rica, El Salvador, Guatemala, Honduras, México, and Nicaragua.
Y además que este mes se celebra el aniversario de la independencia de Chile, Costa Rica, El Salvador, Guatemala, Honduras, México y Nicaragua. Y
whereas Hispanic Heritage Month is one of enormous pride for over 58 million Latinos living in the United States, comprising 18.1% of the population, and
además, el mes de la herencia hispana representa un enorme orgullo para más de 58 millones de hispanos y latinos que viven en los Estados Unidos y que representan el 18% de la población. Y
whereas the U.S. Census Bureau estimates that by 2060, Latino people will comprise over 28% of the total U.S. population, with 119 million residing in the United States.
además, la Oficina del Censo de los Estados Unidos estima que para el año 2060 las personas latinas representarán más del 28% de la población de los Estados Unidos, con 119 millones que residirán en los Estados Unidos. Y
now, therefore, be it resolved that the Mayor and Common Council recognize that the month of September 15 through October 15, 2019 is Hispanic Heritage Month in the cities of Fitchburg and Madison.
Por lo tanto, se decreta que el alcalde y el concilio de los concejales reconocen el mes del 15 de septiembre hasta el 15 de octubre del 2019 como el mes de la herencia hispana en la ciudad de Madison, Fitchburg, en Wisconsin.
Be it further resolved that the mayor and common councils congratulate our Latino community on this significant month and thank them for their contribution to the vibrancy of our cities and state.
Por último, se resuelve que los alcaldes y el concilio de los concejales felicitan a nuestra comunidad hispana en este mes tan significativo y le agradecen por su contribución vibrante a la ciudad de Madison y Fitchburg y los suburbios de Madison.
Thank you so much, and thank you for joining us. And reading resolutions makes speeches easy.
Yes.
Thank you, and thank you, Luis and Lupita and La Movida, for always hosting this wonderful lunch and inviting us. We are really proud to support it.
All right, again, you have the whole luncheon will be up for your viewing pleasure once we have that edited, and it'll be out there surely within the next week or two. All right, next we're going to go out to I had the pleasure of being out at the Fitchburg Fire Department open house over the weekend. It was a little windy, a little chilly, but everyone was bundled up and looking good, and we'll take you out there now.
Well, welcome to Fire Station number 1. We're having the open house here at the Lacey Road Firehouse. The reason we have the open house here, even though this is the oldest of our 3 stations, is the fact that fire truck rides are still very much requested, and it's become a tradition here in the city of Fitchburg. We have people who say that they've ridden the fire trucks when they were kids, and now they're bringing their kids to the fire station. So that's a pretty cool tradition, and this is probably the safest place to have those rides take place. There's a number of things that we're trying to do with the open house. Not only is this the time of year where we talk about fire prevention, fire safety, it's held on the same week as October 9th, the anniversary of the Great Chicago Fire. And we want to make sure that people are aware of the things that they can do in their own homes to prevent fire and hopefully create a fire-safe environment. They'll get to see demonstrations, not only the fire truck rides, but they'll also be able to crawl low under smoke, reinforce some of those concepts that they will need to do in the event that there is a fire in their home. Then we have promotional material that also shares some of those same fire safety concepts. One of the best things that they can do is they can interact with firefighters here, ask questions, make sure that we answer those questions in a way that addresses the overall need for their fire-safe homes. We have a number of other different agencies here. Swim West is here to talk about swim safety. We have Safe Kids here talking about injury prevention and pediatric risk reduction. So a lot of things that have happened not only with our partnerships but with our department specifically that can help get that message out. This has always been one of my favorite times of year. I remember going to my local fire department as a kid. I mean, it's one of the things that sort of created the interest from the beginning. I mean, I'm one of the lucky ones who had an idea what he wanted to do since he was 5. I hope I'm capturing some of those kids here today. It's something to be able to reach out, generate some interest, and then follow that through as they grow up to the point where, you know, our future firefighters are here today. And the way that they get their first glimpse of what a fire department is all about is the questions they ask of our firefighters. One thing that we're very grateful for is the fact that we have some really good community partners, Hy-Vee, Tri-North. We have Badger Popcorn who's helped us out. A lot of different people stepping up to help us reach out to the community and bring fire safety forward.
All right, looks like everyone had a great time out there at the open house. Hopefully you're able to make it. If not, of course, it's an annual event, so it'll be out there. A lot of people having a good time on those fire truck rides. So, again, hopefully you made it out. If not, we'll see you next year. All right, now we're going to talk about the weather that's coming up this week. And today is sunny, pleasant today, and rain chances return late tonight and into early Tuesday morning. So we will have some rain yet coming. You can see it is pretty cold at nighttime coming into the evening into the mornings. So make sure you're bundled up in the mornings. You may have some frost on your windows and that kind of stuff. So just be sure. But by the end of the week, it looks like it's back into just about the 60s on Friday. So Weather looks like it's going to hold out a little bit longer with some decent temperatures, but it is cold overnight, so please be sure you're prepared for that cold weather, and your plants are as well. All right, also coming up this week is the 2019, the first annual Mayoral Awards Recognition and Reception. This will be on October 16th. It's at 5 p.m. down at the Fitchburg Senior Center, 5510 Lacey Road. Mayor Aaron Richardson will honor and recognize longtime community member Jeannie Sealing, Fitchburg Business Pro Mega Corporation, and the Fitchburg City employee Mike Zimmerman with the 2019 Mayoral Award. So if you are interested to watch that, come on out again on the 16th at 5 p.m. We'll also have that live right here on the COM channel for your viewing pleasure. Also coming up this week on Thursday is the Terravessa groundbreaking. That'll be at 4:30 on the 17th. They say here they're thrilled to have the new connected community in Fitchburg. The location of the groundbreaking will be at the Civic Building Space located on the corner of Lacey Road and Radicchio Drive, which is just a couple blocks off of Cowanee MM. And they hope to see you out there. Well, and I hope to see you back after this break. We're going to take a quick break here, and we'll come back, and we'll sit down and do the Verona Road construction update. But before we go to break, here's a look at this week's meetings.